something happened on a plane where my name came up and somehow had an effect on a trip you went on.
We're flying along, and then you get in the air and you're like, okay, well, I have absolutely nothing in common with this dude. I have no idea who he is. I would ask him questions. He's giving like one-word responses, and I was like, oh man, this is going to be a painful 4 days. But I noticed his lanyard is the Seahawks. And so I just said, hey, are you from Seattle or just Seahawks fan? He goes, well, I grew up in Seattle and yeah, I'm a Seahawks fan. And I said, that's great. I said, well, my cousin's business partner is Norb of the NorbCam, and I'm friends with him. I know him. And he goes, no, you don't. And I said, what? He goes, how do you know Norb? You're not even a Seahawks fan. I was like, dude, I know the guy behind the painted face. I know Norb. I mean, I know him. He's a business partner of my cousin. And so because of that, this guy now warms me like I'm his best friend. And we got along great. And what is even funnier is another Hawks fan came into the cockpit, introduced himself, like we always do, even though he was sitting in the back, and he was wearing a lanyard. And this captain knew this guy, and he said, Tom here knows Norb. And he goes, you're kidding me. How do you know that? It was so funny. So because of you, I got along real well with this guy. That was fantastic.
That's awesome.
It's a funny story.
I'm glad I could be of service to you.
Yes, you did. Yeah, I appreciate it.
In the cockpit of that airplane.
Exactly right.